我的前好朋友，伊是我的家己的人，因为我是马凯毕业的人，我是马凯毕医生。我是我的爸爸的第一个正的台湾人。我的姐姐、哥哥、弟弟袂当来，伊的心足无欢喜，因为你的面是足水的面，伊足爱看到你。Yeah， 我袂哭，so read this。我要爱讲英语，伊第one good。One could say my father had many identities in life.
有人讲，我的爸爸，伊有真侪无共款的身份。
A plastic surgeon.
一个整形外科医生。
A healer.
一个医治者。
A father.
一个父亲。
A husband.
也是一个先生。
Or even a tennis player or photographer.
伊嘛真爱拍篮球，甲翕相。
His most important identity, however, was that he was a child of God.
但是对伊上重要的身份，伊是上帝的囝儿。
As a plastic surgeon, my father did the best to encourage others.
将做一个整形外科的医生，我的老爸真爱互别人得到鼓励。
And to improve the field of surgery.
伊嘛来提升这个手术的水准。
He is known in medical groups all over the world for his surgical techniques.
伊是世界出名的手术好的医生。
You might not know it, but he would wake up in the middle of the night and write down surgical ideas that came to him.
但是你唔知，伊常常困到半暝醒起来，你写讲我要安怎来做这个手术。
I googled his name recently.
我上 Google 来看我爸爸的名。
And there were over 22,000 results.
有超过2万几个伫遐关系我的爸爸。
Many of which were his videos, his writing, his life's work.
有真侪是伊的录音，也是伊的文章等等，拢还阁伫遐。
He was a surgeon.
伊是一个外科医生。
My dad just didn't fix his patients. He cared for them.
我的爸爸唔是干那来处理因的问题，伊是关心照顾。
40 years after a surgery, one of his patients came to his funeral.
伊一个患者，家开刀40年了，即摆来参加伊的葬式。
She came from Maryland to Michigan.
对马里兰州来到葬式的所在，密西根。
She was appreciative of his surgical care.
伊感谢伊对伊的照顾。
However, she wanted me to remember that when her surgery day came, she was frightened.
伊特别甲因讲，要开刀迄天，伊实在是真惊吓。
My father calmed her fears.
但是我的老爸，互伊安静来替伊关心。
And talked to her while walking into the surgery room.
甲伊做阵行去开刀房。
And touched her shoulder in comfort.
甲伊拍伊的肩头，甲伊安慰。
His foundation was set up to care for the whole person.
伊所设立的基金会也是工作，是要关心全人身心灵。
Their medical needs and their social needs.
因身躯的需要，因社会性的需要。
He cared for all the people he met in Taiwan.
伊关心所有伫台湾伊所拄着爱帮助的人。
Not just his patients.
唔那干那患者。
He was a healer.
伊是一个医治的人。
He was a husband to my mother, Lucy.
伊是我的妈妈 Lucy 真好的安生。
For 63 years.
63年久。
It wasn't always perfect.
唔是拢总无问题啦。
They could argue loudly.
因会使大声相让。
But they always made up.
但是因拢知影安怎讲好，
They always forgave each other,
因会互相赦免，
no matter what the argument was about.
无论完什么代志，
He loved her and knew she loved him.
因彼此知影相听。
He was a husband.
伊是一个先生。
Dr. Sam was also a father to me and my siblings.
罗培夫院长嘛是阮的老爸，伊4个囡仔。
He worried about us and tried to teach us to pursue our passions.
伊关心阮，伊安怎拥有驾驶阮，就爱有热情。
When we would go off to the States for college,
当阮要去美国读册的时，
our family would gather around us and pray for us.
阮拢会做阵伫遐来祈祷才出发。
I knew that even after I left,
甚至我知影我去美国读册了，
he would still be praying for me,
伊拢继续替我祈祷，
for my studies to go well,
互我会当读册顺遂，
for me to find good friends,
建立好的朋友，
or even a Taiwanese husband.
甚至找了一个台湾人的先生，
He was my dad.
伊是我的老爸。
My father was also a good friend, a tennis player, or a photographer.
我的爸爸也是一个做真好的朋友的人，爱拍网球，嘛爱翕相。
He listened to people and looked them in the eyes when they talked to him.
伊上特别的是，当伊甲人讲话时，伊拢会注心看人的目睭，
He heard what they were going through.
伊会通听起人心内真正的声音。
He prayed with them and counseled them.
伊替因祈祷，伊甲因好好来相谈。
He was their friend.
伊是朋友，
He played tennis with anyone who could commit to playing at 5 in the morning.
伊甲逐个拍网球，若有人会在透早5点起来陪伊去拍。
He hiked and photographed the beautiful island of Taiwan.
伊爱爬山去山顶去真水的台湾。
He loved the people of this amazing place.
伊爱即个所在，伊爱所有一只的人，
He loved the people of Taiwan.
伊疼所有伫台湾的人。
Like my family has said before me, Taiwan was his home.
伊常常甲阮厝内的人讲，台湾才是伊的厝，
He was Taiwan's friend.
伊是台湾上好的朋友。
But more than any of these identities, my father is a child of God.
但是所有的身份，伊有的上重要的是，伊是上帝的囝儿，
This is the only identity that matters.
伊上帝的就是即个身份，
It is the only identity that lasts.
即个身份是真正会当永远拢存在的。
Everything that my dad did, he did for the glory of God.
我的爸爸所做的一切，拢是为着上帝的荣耀，
And for the love that he had for his son Jesus.
以及对上帝的囝耶稣的疼来回应。
Everything.
每一项代志，
He was a father because Jesus showed him how to love like a good father.
伊是一个阮真好的老爸，因为伊学习对耶稣知影安怎做一个好的老爸。
He was a surgeon and healer because the great physician guided and gave him inspiration.
伊是真好的外科医师，毋过伊所学习的对象就是上大的医生耶稣基督。
He was a friend and husband because Jesus loved him first and always.
伊是真好的朋友以及先生，因为伊得到耶稣的疼，知影安尼来疼别人。
My father glorified God in his work, and now he is with God forever.
我爸爸有荣耀上帝的名，但伊甲上帝永远同在。
I can hear my father speaking the words from the Bible.
我也会当听着伊咧讲圣经。
I have fought the good fight.
我有行过所有应该的征战，
I have finished the race.
我已經走人生的路途，攏走完。
I have kept the faith.
我有持守我的信仰。
Finally, there is laid up for me a crown
要疼候我的是上帝替我备办的冠冕。
My father wore a cross. It's on one of the cards that some of you have.
我的爸爸
It's the other card.
写即个卡片，有一寡话我印伫即个顶面，咱有一寡老员工有睇到，
There's a cross on it,
遐有一个十字架，
right? And the symbols of his faith are around it. The
伊
Trinity,
个着伊的面伫迄个十字架边啊位着，
the Trinity, the communion cup, the ichthus,
迄个三位一体顶信仰的象征拢伫遐。
the character for compassion is in the middle.
上重要的是迄个疼，迄个热诚是上中心的。
That is Jesus that helps us to be compassionate in all things.
因为耶稣就是咱的典范，伊互咱知影安怎用真正的疼来相疼。
My sister designed that cross just for my father.
我的姐姐来画迄个图，特别为着我的老爸。
My mother was the one who wrote the words to this song that's on your cards.
我的妈妈来写遐个字、遐个词，伫即个卡的顶面。
One of her friends translated it into Chinese too.
有一个妈妈的朋友甲伊翻做中文。
It is a benediction song that she teaches to everybody.
这是一首祝福的歌，我的妈妈来教真济人会晓唱。
I would like to teach it to you.
我即马要教恁来唱看卖，
You can sing the Chinese version,
你会使唱中文，
and I'll sing the English version.
我来唱英语。
It is the tune for Edelweiss,
哦，
and it goes like this.
伊的调就是咱所知影的迄个 Edelweiss 小白花。
May the Lord go with you. May His light shine around you. May His love reach through you, and His strong arms surround you. May His vision fill all your dreams, and His wisdom guide you. May the Lord give you joy. He is always beside you. Okay, now let's sing it together. Lie sai chung gogi. Okay. 开始. May the Lord go with you. May His light shine around you. May His love reach through you, and His strong arms surround you. May His vision fill all your dreams, and His wisdom guide you. May the Lord give you joy. May His always beside you. And that is what my parents want you to remember, that He is always beside you.
这就是我的爸母望来送互恁的，知影讲伊永远甲咱相做阵。多谢。